going? Introduce the intro.
Bro, I should give you a buffetazo. You started off.
You're first.
Hey, hold on.
Oh,
You said he switched it up. You're first.
No.
I'm dying. Help me.
Help me! Help me!
2 hours later.
Hey everyone, this is the No Bullshit Podcast. Another episode with your boy F. Shefe. Can't stop, won't stop, baby.
Hey, it's your girl Sunshine. I want to thank you for tuning in to our No Bullshit Podcast, and don't forget to subscribe to the button below.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Flocka. Thank you for joining No Bullshit. And just like Sunshine said, please subscribe.
What's good, everybody? What did you? It's De Niro coming at you with the bullshit. Please like and subscribe our page.
Yo, it's your boy Sniffy. Holla at me. Please hit the like button.
Wow.
Oh God, how was everyone's week?
Oh, durka.
Good.
Good.
Yeah, there's been a lot of eventful things coming around. You know, but I went to Walmart recently, right? And I started seeing like the candles, the fragrance that's coming out. So everything is apple cinnamon, right?
Bruh.
So it only got me pumpkin spice for you all you lovers out there that's running on Dunkin', right?
It ain't just Dunkin', it's everywhere. Pumpkin grew up out everything.
But not for
Correct.
nothing. I don't be getting pumpkin spice.
No,
so.
fuck that.
I
Me
recently
either. I don't
just
like
had it.
pumpkin.
It was good. I had it this weekend. It was good.
Bruh.
It
I
was
don't
good.
really have pumpkin spice. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not
y'all know
really
pumpkin spice
big
wave?
on that.
I stay over there.
Got
I
him!
had a little bit of pumpkin spice with caramel with a little whipped cream on top. Snack and bacon, that was good too. But I digress.
Snack
Right?
and bacon is where it's at.
Bruh.
You know what I mean?
That
You
should be
just can't
rocking.
get one. You need like two, right?
Maybe 3.
I got a little greedy this week and it was eventful to say the least. But it got me thinking, right? Like, you know, the holiday season is approaching us and it's approaching us fast. And it got me thinking about the next holiday, which is Halloween. It's the holiday for the young kids and the grown adult kids, right? So we get to dress up, we get to be anybody that we want to. So I started thinking about like, what was the craziest points of my life, right? As far as like the paranormal and what I've experienced and things of that nature. So I'm gonna share a story with the whole host and the audience, and we're gonna go from there. And then I just want you guys to jump in and tell me about your stories and you know what was your close calls, you know, with paranormal. So it was me and my family. It was my sister, my mother, my cousins, and we were living in this one house, a family house, but it was like a 3-story family house, and then it had like the attic.
Yes.
Right. So, and we were located right by the cemetery. I also got family that just purchased home by the cemetery. So this is crazy, right? Like, I'm not a big fan of that. If you're a new homeowner, you might want to like stay away from the cemetery area, like. But for these purposes alone, right? So in this house, in this crazy ass house, right? There was 3 levels. The attic was our main level. That's where we used to like to hang out, watch movies, chill, family time, and whatnot. But there was this one day where we're all watching a movie, and I think we were watching The Exorcist, which is crazy, right?
Oh God.
But it was the first floor. We were all on the first floor, and like the way the entrance to the house is, it's the main door, a little hallway, another door, the house, but that was where the living room was. So you could see the hallway underneath the door if the light was on. You guys got it? You guys following me?
Wow.
All right, cool. So watching movie, And this is a VHS. I feel like I'm a little outdated here when I'm talking about VHS and
You're
stuff
telling
like
your
that. But
age, bro.
I'm talking about the VHS tapes, right? Cassette tapes. And
I think he missed the memo about the age thing.
yeah, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm just trying to ignore it. But anyway, I digress, right? So in order for the movie to stop, you have to hit the play button once, and if in order for it to eject, you have to hit it again. So you gotta hit it like twice. Reason why I say that, watching the movie, it stops. Oh, I play the movie. I get up, I play the movie, come back down. Probably about like another like half an hour, it stops. And then another like 10 minutes, I do the same repeated step, right? And the last time that I went and pushed the play button, I'm coming back and I notice the light underneath the TV. I mean, under the door. So I'm looking at the door and I see a shadow walking back and forth, and it looked like somebody was guarding the door. Bruh. I didn't really like say nothing. I stood quiet. I'm letting like what's happening with the whole movie thing going on, right? Like I'm letting it play out. So soon enough, I press play. The cassette tape ejects and it falls. And then that's when the cassette tape falls, I turn around and I'm telling the family, hey, listen, there's a shadow behind the door.
Run, bitch!
My cousin, it goes to the door,
Run!
opens it up, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. It blew my mind. I ran underneath the bed. I didn't watch the rest of the movie. I try to act like that scenario just never happened, right? So there's a crazy ass shadow, excuse my language, but it's walking in front of the door. The cassette in the movie has stopped, eject, and it came out the VCR, right? Here comes the next day. Well, not the next day, the next event, right? Still in the house. And I don't know if you guys remember, again, I'm actually showing my age again, but there was like a little spinner. There's like a little spinner thing that you used to put on the table, and it had the salt, the pepper, and all that stuff on it.
Oh,
it was like a little spinning dish.
It was like a
Yeah.
It was like a little, yeah, but you put it on the right
on
on
top of the table.
Right. So if the food was a little bland, you spin it a little bit, grab the salt, pepper, add it to your food, right? So basically, mommy's in the kitchen. I'm asking mommy for a sandwich. So she's preparing my sandwich. I see this thing spinning, but it's like a slow spin, right? It's like a slow spin. Maybe it could have been the wind. Maybe it could have been, I don't know. Maybe the thing was loose. I don't know. But it was slowly spinning. I'm looking at it, I'm like, Mom, that thing is moving. I just said, I ain't got no time. Spin that thing around, make my sandwich. All right. Thank you, Mom. But sure enough, that thing on the top started spinning and catching a little speed. Like it increased in miles an hour, right? So now it's spinning, and I'm telling mommy, hey, listen, look at it. So she looks at it. She cuts the sandwich. After she cuts the sandwich, she puts the plate down on the table, and then the thing took off. Ooh. So like salt, pepper, spread out
everywhere.
Mom said, eat your sandwich in the room. I'll talk to you about that later. Never forget that. Now, the last of that story that I remember.
Crazy.
It was another story that we're actually, now we're in the second level of this house. And we're watching a movie again. But this time it wasn't like a whole bunch of us. It was like just like three of us. And we're watching the movie. And we hear like flickering. We hear like a little rattling, like if a train was coming. But we didn't know where this like rattling was coming from. We were like, what the hell is going on? I'm sitting by the door. There was a couch right by it. And on that wall, there was like a fixture. It was like gold plated and it looked like a rose, and it came down, and that's where like another light will hit. you could put the bulb in there and stuff. But sure enough, we turned on the light, and then we're like looking for this rattling, and the rattling is coming from that fixture. It was just shaking, and then it flickered, then it turned off. At this point, I couldn't take a shower by myself. If I took a shower by myself, it was about maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes.
No bullshit.
It was like, and then our shower was in the attic, so it was like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Those were my experiences, but throughout that house, people had their own experiences. And we had to leave. We left. We moved in. We were super excited because it was just all of us and the family was there. And then all of a sudden, these things just came out and they were real. I'm not making this up.
No paranormal activity.
And when this happened, we was like, you know what? We're leaving.
Yeah.
And when one person left, the other person
Everybody
left. All the adults left because they started seeing some things themselves. So that was my story. You know what I'm saying? You guys are more than welcome to chime in and give me your opinions on that.
I know Flocka raised her hand. So,
Yes.
Go ahead. Say your piece, girl. I'm interested.
Yeah, so I gotta add to this story because I was also in this home.
Squad.
And yes, so so hearing El Chefe talk about some of this, it's just bringing back some really crazy, my spidey senses are starting to kick in a little bit, about like what went down in this house. So El Chefe was talking about movies. Now, for some reason, every time we were watching movies, things would happen. It was a lot of times when we were watching movies, and not for nothing. I feel like every time we were watching movies, it was scary movies for some reason. I don't know why.
I think that's where the Halloween thing for us started, like with Michael Myers, like that was around that time.
Like, all right. So there was one time, but there's actually, I have 2 stories about this house. The one I'm going to talk about is the movie, one of the movies that we were watching up in the attic. Now, like I was saying, the attic was like our go-to spot. We would all want to watch movies upstairs. So now I'm going to give you kind of a visual because it's going to be hard if I don't give you a visual. So there's a TV, right? The TV is on top of this dresser and the dresser is pushed back towards the wall, okay? And the only way, so the TV was kind of like pushed back to the front wall and there's a side wall, right? The dresser is all the way to the side wall. So there's nothing that could fall on the side of it, only in front, okay? So we're watching this movie on, I put it on or whatever. I take the cassette or the VHS, like Jeff was saying, right? The VHS, the box, the cover, and I put it on the side of where the TV was by the wall. Okay, I put it right there, and we all sit down. We start watching the movie. All of a sudden, the VHS cover falls on the floor. So they're like, Amanda, oh wow. Flacco, oh my God, why didn't you put it back up to the top? You got to push it all the way to the back. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, I did. I'm like, you know what, whatever. So I get back up, I take the VHS tape cover, and I'm gonna look, guys, like I'm gonna put it right back. So I push it all the way back so that it can't fall. We keep watching the movie, it falls again. So everyone looks at each other. And we all looking at each other, and I was like,
do you guys see the pattern? Do you guys see the pattern? Like, it's always the movies.
Yeah, so they're like, they look at me, I look at them, I'm like, I told you it wasn't me. And they were like, oh, hell no. We all get up and we run out. We don't even stay in the attic, the movie. We didn't even finish watching the movie. We all just run because there's no way that cover can fall, because the only way for it to fall is for someone to push it all the way to the front and then it fall forward. There was no way, because of the way how the TV and the wall was, there's no way for it to move anywhere but forward. And how can that happen? There's no window there. And you need a little bit of force to push that thing out. So we were all like, no way. We left. We literally got up and we
And
all ran
Snoopy.
out of the attic and we went downstairs and nobody wanted to go up there anymore.
Something or
So,
someone was trying to get our attention. That's for sure.
and every time it was with us, it was always a group of people. I mean, I would never want to be in that house alone. Um, it was a very strange feeling. I feel like every time you went into the house, there was like eerie feeling every time you went in the house. And there was another time, but this time it wasn't a scary movie. It was a me and El Chefe were sitting in the living room and we put on the TV and we wanted to watch something. It was right after school. And we put on the TV or whatever. And the TV first didn't want to start. It didn't want to turn on. And we're like, why doesn't it want to turn on? It's plugged in or whatever. We start jiggling stuff to try to get it to turn on. It finally turns on. So then we're like, all right. So then we start changing the channel. We watch something, we put it on, and we sit down, we're watching it. We're watching the show. And then all of a sudden, the channel starts changing. El Chefe, do you remember that?
Yes, I
The
do.
channel starts changing.
Yes, I do.
So we're like, oh my God, what's wrong with the stupid TV? So we go back, we change the channel again. Then it starts changing again. It just kept changing. Then we try it again. It would not stop changing. And then at one point it stopped and we were finally able to watch the show. But then what happened was the channels, they kept changing so fast. Like you know how in old school TVs, it takes like a second or two for the next channel to pop up to your screen. It wasn't like that. It was like if we were seeing like 1,000 million like channels just flipping, and then the TV turns off.
And it turned off.
And then when we try to turn it back on, it would not turn back on. And we were like, yeah, so we're like, nah, I can't. We can't be in here anymore. Like,
let's go outside.
Something don't want to let us watch TV. Right. Like we didn't even want to be in that room anymore, you know? And then not for nothing, when we would go to sleep, me and the Chefe, we were so scared we would like sleep together, like in the same bed.
Yeah.
We didn't want to be separated.
And we were sleeping on bunk beds. We had bunk beds.
Yep.
At the time.
Yeah.
So we were like, you know what? You get my back, I got your back. You ready? All right. We under the covers doing the static electric. I don't know for you kids back in the day. We used to like rub our feet in the static
building
electric
up
sheets.
static.
Yes. Oh my God. And just one quick little short story. We were all talking. I forgot what room it was. We were all talking together. It was all the cousins at one point. We were all trying to talk over each other. Then all of a sudden we hear the shh.
Ooh.
Oh,
and we're looking at each other. And you remember that? And we were like, was that you? They're like, no, it wasn't me. Was that you? No, it wasn't me. And we're all looking around like, come on, stop playing. And everybody's like, no, that wasn't.
My hairs are standing up.
I don't like you guys no more.
Like literally legit. We heard like a shh.
Straight shh.
Yeah, I don't like this because I'm outside. And I got a skeleton on my right.
Yeah, that's creepy.
And mad like Halloween stuff, and people randomly walking on the street, and this is like fucking with me.
Also, we set the mood right. We set the mood right.
You know, so every time, like every time I hear people talking about, oh, I believe in ghosts and I believe in spirits and stuff, the first thing I say to them is like, I do too. Because I mean, there's so many things, and there's so many more stories about that house that it would take a whole it could take a whole show just for us to talk about that house. And it was just very, very creepy. And to this day I always say that I'm like, I believe in spirits, I believe in all that, because there was just so much that happened at the house like that no one could explain. Nobody.
Like, can you believe like looking at the bottom of a door and you see a shadow walking back and forth and you open up that door and there's no one there? That's just
that. I've been seeing some videos, but I got something for you.
Right, go ahead.
I can't top it, but like I got something for you. So like I've never had no experiences where I'm at currently, but one of my roommates did. And he's getting stalked apparently by my aunt's ex-husband, which creeps me out for the simple fact his ashes are not here. You know what I mean? So how, you know, like he got some possession here that he's connected to. She has 3 spirits in total. Baby, apparently him and R.I.P. Ruby Red. So I know.
R.I.P. R.I.P. baby.
So I
Her birthday
know.
just passed.
Yep. Happy
Shout
belated.
out to Ru.
So I know when something is gonna happen because, like, I was telling everybody because I've been told the story to you guys. You know, like from 2 to like 5, that's like the witching hour. They say that's when like spirits are more active. And I have
Mhm.
this toy from my little autistic cousin that it's a ring. It's like a stacker, but on top is a star that if you have to press that star for it to go off. So every time that this dude gets haunted, the star goes off. So one day I'm chilling, I'm editing and stuff, and my trash can gets knocked over, and there's nothing in it, and I'm like, ain't nothing moved it. Like no wire, the wire's there, like next to it, but like I didn't move the laptop. That wire's not strong enough to knock the trash can over. I'm like, all right, whatever. I pay no mind to it. Then I hear ring, ding, 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 ding. So I'm like, oh God. 2 seconds later, I hear, "Aye!" So I start
Where the
laughing.
eye came from?
So the "I" came from the roommate. So I ain't think nothing of it. Again, I ain't think nothing of it. You know, I thought like, cause he like again he dropped stuff in his room. Something that's what happened. He dropped something on his foot. So the next day, my aunt goes, "Yo, did like you hear anything?" Like, did anything like weird happen? I said, "No, like my trash can knocked over. This. Why? What happened?" She's like, "Oh, homeboy got visited." I said, "Word? Who visited him? Ruby or the baby?" She's like, "No,
Bruh.
my ex." I said, "No." Like my face went white, right? So I'm kind of getting goosebumps now. So she goes, "Oh," so she explains to me what happens. So basically, like the closet door was cracked open, and he's hearing like someone scratching on the door. So my aunt goes, "Oh," like as he's telling my aunt this. She's like, "Oh, you sure? You know, it's not like, you know, something else, like, because there is like, you know, like we hear shit, like we do hear stuff, you know, like it could be something." She said, "No, when he went to go look, he said it was nothing. When he turned around, that homeboy was standing in the middle of the bed, like in the bed,
Oh no.
looking at him when he turned around." He said like he like that when he saw him, like he saw his whole like his features, like he saw him like recently. And if anybody who's seen homeboy recently, like he don't look how he looked when we were growing up, you know, he looked different.
Right. Right.
And he described them. I said, "Oh snap!" So that explains it. I'm telling my aunt what happened. She starts laughing. I said, "Wow, that's crazy." I said, "Listen, I know he visits me because I got a flash that my uncle gave me Christmas, but he don't visit me spiritually. Like he don't visit me like physically. He visits like he makes noises. So like basically, what he does is he grabs the flash and it sounds like someone's grabbing like a tin can, like
Mhm.
like a half empty soda, a half full soda, and squeezing it and making that click click sound." And every time I hear him, like, "Bro, like, there's no liquor up here. There's no liquor in that thing. I don't know why you're trying to grab it. That's mine. Leave it alone. The liquor's all in the thing. If you want some, you can help yourself." You know, and when I say that, he leaves me alone. But for that to happen to homeboy, that I was just like, wow, that's funny. So now there's certain nights I know when it happens to him because the thing goes off and I hear "Hey," and I just start laughing and just start laughing instantly. And so I'm like, "Dang, homeboy's haunting you. You did some fucked up shit. Like you did some shit that he's pissed off now. He's pissed off for him that his remains are not here. Like there's no ashes of him. My aunt has spread him. You know."
Just to hear that, just to hear the
Yeah.
fact and then the
And
vivid
mind you, he's
description of him.
like he's down, like yeah. When he seen the description of him, I'm like, yo, but like, like I'm thinking, oh, he's seen pictures of him. But when she told me, when I had asked him, like, yo, like, describe how he's saying when he was describing him, I was like, yo, that's recently. Like, did you see him like before he had passed? He's like, no, like I only seen the pictures. And he got like a little like Pee Wee Herman kind of cowlick, balding like Hulk Hogan. And when he was explaining that, I said, oh no, like he's really seen like homeboy before like he went to the hospice and passed on. I'm like, wow. So like I'm like, yo, you fucked up. You fucked up somewhere. I know where you fucked up, but I ain't gonna say that. But I digress.
That's some creepy
that's some
stuff. So
creepy stuff. Yeah.
he's
I know.
in the house now. You about to
Yeah.
see?
Nah, listen, I hear him because I hear the clink, clink, clink. I'm like, yo, leave me the fuck alone, bro. Like, the liquor's downstairs. There's no liquor in there. That's for sure. I'm not an alky like that. That's for sure.
Oh
That's a
my
sexy ass flask.
God.
No, it's true. Because that flask is dope. It's metal with leather and embalm, like like it's stitched up. And it
Embroidered.
says Tennessee is embroidered, my bad. And it says Tennessee whiskey. It looks dope. Like I ain't gonna like that shit, like you don't want to walk around with that shit in your pocket. Sit on, you don't want to fuck it up. You show that off.
Yeah.
Or if you go somewhere, then you put your shit in there and you put it in the cooler, like you do it like that. But again, I'm not an alky. I don't drink like that.
I'm officially creeped out. It was just like, here we go.
Yeah, you
This is
started
the
it.
month
You
for it.
started it.
Yes,
You
I
started
did.
it for
Yes,
real.
And it
but
don't
it
help. I'm
just-
next to a fucking skeleton with a fucking half-lit cigarette. Oh shit! And the hand moved. I'm done.
Yeah,
But I
The
like to
hand
hear
moved.
things like
I
that.
digress.
I like to hear it. I like to hear these stories and compare them because it just makes me believe it. It's even that much more compelling because I've witnessed it firsthand.
I have
You
a
know?
Yes,
homegirl
yes,
that
yes.
like I know like shout out to Twiggy. She has her own little YouTube things. She's doing like food challenges, but I know she has some spiritual things. I'm gonna reach out to her, see if she wanna talk about it on Halloween and share it.
Mhm.
Because that like her, I want to hear her stories because I didn't hear like I like if I can reach out to my homeboy from Rhode Island and he's down, he got some stories that like from if anybody from from Providence listening, if you know Clowntown and you know what happened in Clowntown, I consider that little Patterson. So for me to say that Clowntown is Little Patterson, that's how you know like that's the only real spot of Rhode Island when it was Clowntown.
True.
Like clowntown was like a whole bunch of clowns in there.
Nah. So
Like,
it was a
fuck
bunch.
is Clowntown?
So they called it Clowntown, and if you go, it was like, all right, so like one house is blue, the next one's pink, one's yellow, one's green. It was like a bunch of different colors. Every house was a different color, so they called it Clowntown. But if you're not, but like if you're not from there, like it was like you was free game. Like, it was wild.
I mean, it sounds creepy.
Yeah, and the stories he used to tell me, I'd be like, oh, bro, nah. And he still got like his brother got two of the dolls that used to haunt him, that still haunt him. And when they showed me that, like I said, oh, that's why like shout out to Sunshine. I will not fuck with geisha dolls.
Oh, yeah, that's
I ain't fucking with
Well,
geisha dolls.
what they're like haunted.
Yeah, he got two haunted geisha dolls. So like if he turns like basically like what they do is if he turns them to like face away from him, he'll go to sleep. When he wakes up, they're facing him like they're staring at him, like bowed and everything. Like if so they're on the shelf.
Oh shit, we got
Higher.
Asian in the middle.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, like some stories. He got some stories.
well, we gotta put them on.
Yeah, I definitely
Especially-
got one. I definitely got to reach out to him.
That would be nice. Yeah, that would be really cool, to hear.
Anyone
Yeah.
else?
Yeah, for real. Anyone else?
Well, I never personally had like a scary experience where like I lived in a place where it was like haunted or anything. So I don't really have. I just think it's interesting to hear like, because like spirits are real. They definitely like come back, like, and they like, or depending on how they died, if they got closure or anything during their death. Like you see Ruby, like when she comes around, she's more like a mischievous spirit. She's just like letting you know that she's around. Because it happened in my mom's house. It happened like twice where like it was like me, my aunt, and my mom, and we were in her kitchen and we were just like all talking. And I think we started talking about Ruby. And then as we were talking about her, there was like a pair of scissors on the table that just like fell on the floor. And we were just like, what the hell? Yeah. And we were just like, what the hell? And then the same day, we were like cooking at like we were all together just like hanging out, talking, reminiscing, and we were also cooking at the same time. and while there was like a knife on the countertop of my like near my mom's sink, and that also fell too. So then my mom was like, "Well, is like Ruby here, like hanging out with us, you know?" So she does like
Right.
little things like that when we're all together. It only happens when we're all together, when it's me,
It
my
has to,
aunt,
yeah, it has to be like,
and my mom.
yeah, it has to be
That's the
like
only
people gathering.
Yeah. So it's like, but that doesn't really scare me because it's more like, she's
It's
just,
like basically letting us know, like, hey, I'm here.
yeah,
Get
like
us.
it's not really like scary. So that's why I'm like, I'm just listening to all the creepy stories.
Right.
No, there's
She's just saying hi.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
like the baby that lives in the house. Sorry, Chefe. The baby that lives in the house, like you'll hear like giggles, and maybe there's a lot of times like out like that thing going on. I'm sorry, I just saw a big ass fly. Um, that the toy goes off, and I know it's him playing with it, so I won't say nothing. Not like I see him smacking the pumpkin, and I'm like, what the hell? You know, that kind of spooked me out when I started talking about the baby. You know, I hear I'm like, oh. That's
nah,
spook.
it was the giggles. It was the giggles that creeped me out a little bit right there.
Nah, like R.I.P. Ruby. I think the baby attached to both my aunt and Ruby. So, because that baby, they first spotted it when my aunt first moved in Reading, and Ruby, God bless her, sorry, I'm slurring my words. God bless her soul. But she's like she was a scaredy cat. Like
Mm-hmm.
she was just like
Mm-hmm.
she's down for the horror stuff, but she was also like afraid of like stuff like that.
It'll creep her out. Yeah.
Yeah. So when she seen the baby at my aunt, I'll get a recording of her telling it. She says it so she does Ruby's voice so fucking perfect. But she's like, Ruby got so asustada. She got so scared, you know. And after a while, like I guess like once they moved from Reading to here to where we're at now, um,
Mm-hmm.
that baby attached to either or. It's gotta
Okay.
be like it has to be my aunt or something of Ruby's. Because again, like I don't know what it is. Like kids always were like attracted to Ruby.
Yes.
True. That's facts.
Yeah.
There's something about her.
She was good with kids.
Yeah, she was good. I say she was awesome with kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. Ruby taught me how to write my name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you was out here talking about like, yeah, I live at such and such Liver Street.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
definitely awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, she
anybody else?
was.
Or anybody else?
De
Before
Niro?
we
De
continue?
Niro?
Dinner, you
No,
gotta have some story. You don't know De Niro's no stories?
No, I would have thought there was a couple.
Yeah, for real.
I mean nothing that's jumping out to me right now.
I
I make
remember
friends
this.
with
Okay.
my
No.
demons.
I understand.
I make
That's one
friends
of
with my demons.
that's code for I'm friendly.
No, like
No, I'm listening. I'm just joking. I'm lit, guys. Leave
I
me
can't
alone.
think of anything.
No, I
Wasn't
understand.
it
I feel
you
like I've
that
had
told me?
spiritual moments, but nothing like
No, not like again, and nothing creepy, but like you had any like moments where like someone or something's visited you, or something's like
yeah.
something spiritual happened to you.
I mean, yeah, but it goes beyond words that I can't
Oh,
express in words.
okay. It's deep.
Oh,
Is that deep?
Yeah,
right.
it's deep.
Respect it.
It's
Respect
deep.
it.
Okay.
I could have sworn you told me about this. What was it? Devil's Tower? Was it you that told me about the
That's
Devil's
a
Tower?
story. That's nothing I've experienced. I've seen it in person in it, but like
Right.
it's a
Yeah, no,
story that I've heard.
we can save those Jersey urban legends.
Where like
Right. There's
Eddie's
a few
around.
because you definitely introduced me to a couple Jersey stories out there. So
Yeah.
I've been in one car with Tony on Amy's Road, but we'll say that one.
Bruh.
Oh,
right,
that's right.
And
Annie's
it,
Road. I
no,
Annie's
no,
think that was
Road.
Annie's
no,
Road.
but
That was
Annie's Road.
nothing
And
happened.
my father legit lives at Camp Crystal Lake. Well, on the same
Well, where
grounds.
yeah, the same camp that Crystal Lake was
Yeah.
filmed at. Well, Friday the 13th
Yeah,
series.
so
Shout out
your
to Friday the
father's
13th.
neighbor is
And
Jason.
Jason.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I've been
So-
there once. Well,
so
no,
I
I've
got
been
a
there more than
question.
once. Okay, go ahead.
I got a question. One question, because I'm
Yeah.
curious. Like they make
Yeah.
it seem in the movies, like in the camp, there's like there's no houses around. How close is the nearest neighbor?
Well, he lives on the
How?
ground, so it's not like at the place of where
No.
they
I'm
filmed
saying like
and
the
everything.
area, like the houses. How far apart are the houses?
I mean, it depends how deep into the woods you're gonna get, because where he's at, he's not that far from the main road.
I get what you mean.
All right. So it's
And the
like
main road is like where civilization is.
No. Because I ain't gonna lie, there's a spot in Rhode Island, Coventry. Shout out to Coventry. That like my ex brother-in-law, when he bought a house, like he lives off the main road, but his side road, like to get to his thing, is like it's creepy. Like it's like you wouldn't be able. Sorry, you wouldn't be able to tell that was a road to get into his house. And then once you actually like turn into it, you're like, oh, and then he got like a nice big yard, and then you can see like the neighbor. But that's like if the
Well, see,
neighbor's
my
not
father.
home. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was gonna say my father lives on the premise of where they do paintball shooting, so the woods get deep.
Mm. Yeah, homeboy's more like deep in the woods.
Yeah, I don't
man,
think I
bro,
would
it
ever want to
sounds like
live in a
Spanish
house.
people call it casa carajo. That's what that
Yeah,
is.
like I
Yeah,
don't
but
know
his
if I
neighbor's
ever
right
want to
there.
live
Like
in a house that's like deep in the woods. I don't think I ever want to do that.
Well, I chilled with him one night there, and once it got dark, it gets dark,
dark,
like really dark. I needed a flashlight to go to the bathroom. And I was all right. I've had enough time for me to go back to the city.
Can I go home now?
Yes.
A
I need
flashlight to
lights and
find the
police
bathroom.
sirens and the bums talking. I need that in my life. Like,
He said I need the bumps.
Like,
The wide awake sleeping.
He's the white.
once you hear that, it's like, I
Yeah,
am
that's like you
home.
home. Yes.
that's wow.
Oh,
But
that's
anybody else?
crazy.
No, that's it.
I thought that was a good
Mhm.
topic to start off with.
That was awesome, bro.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It's definitely a good one, and if nothing, like when you experience things like that never escapes your mind. You know what I mean? Like it's always
like
you
you
always
like it.
go back to that.
Yeah, it's like you
Every
open a
once in a
door.
while. Yeah, like you always think about it,
Like,
Yeah,
oh,
like that black guy in the movie Get Out, where he's running.
When
That
he's in the
would
sunken
never
place.
be. Yeah, that would never
you say he was
leave
second
my mind.
place.
Well,
My
see, all right.
man,
So
yeah.
piggybacking a little bit off the sunken place, I have had experiences where I guess you can call them astral projection, because
Elaborate,
it's an out of
elaborate.
body experience. Like, so
Out-of-body
you ever had that
experience.
sensation where you're laying in bed and you're like sleeping, and then all of a sudden you feel like you literally fell on your bed?
Yeah, that's
Or
what
you're
happened to me
looking at
before.
yourself
Yes.
sleeping, or you're watching yourself sleeping.
That is a sensation of an out of body experience, which is also considered to be astral projection. And you are literally out of your body.
Like your spirit's out of your
And
body.
your spirit's out of your body. Therefore, the moment that you feel the rushing back in is when your spirit is re-entering your body.
So like
This
that
is
falling
that
sensation.
Leonardo DiCaprio Inception type
Wait,
shit.
no. So I got a
No,
question.
this is no.
No, wait, I got a
No, that
question.
is nothing like Inception.
No, but I got a
I'm
question. I got a
That's
question.
nothing.
Hold on.
No, it's
De
more
Niro.
like if De Niro was kind of like if he was almost like floating in the air, like he
But
feels like he was like floating, but he wasn't.
I
And
don't know what took place throughout that time that I was out of my body or anything like that. I
Right.
just remember the coming back into the body and me feeling like I literally fell on my bed. I felt like I was
Oh.
sleeping for hours. It was only like 20 minutes.
That's what I was gonna ask. So
Okay.
when you came back, so all right, when you had that experience, you came back into your body, right? You felt like you was falling off your bed, like you felt like you was falling, even though you was
I
like.
felt like I fell in my bed. Literally, I felt the entire bed shake and everything. Like I jumped because
I've
of how
had that.
the
Yo,
force
no,
of
I've
me going
had
into my bed.
So I've had those. Like I've had those experiences. Like where like I'm laying down in the middle of the bed and I feel like I'm watching myself or I'm doing something and I feel like I'm flying. Like I feel like Superman. So, like when you feel like you're Superman in your dream, you're like, you think anything's possible. Anything's
It's not.
possible. Yes, God.
It's not Superman. It's Doctor Strange now, right?
No,
Like
it's
you know
Doctor
what they're
Strange.
like.
Yeah, no. But I'm
First
saying, like,
you,
when you're
right?
flying, like when you feel like that flying, what's the first pose you're gonna do? You're gonna do the Superman pose. You're gonna put your hand out,
Word.
the fist out.
Okay, yeah.
And
So what I'm
you're gonna
saying,
put
when I
your
feel like
hand
I'm
out and
flying
the other
out,
one on your hip.
yeah. So I felt like I was flying. So all of a sudden, I think I felt like I smacked something, like a building or something, and my body, I felt like I got sucked back, like something was pulling me back. And when I
True.
got it, basically when I woke up, I felt like I fell off the edge of my bed. Like I felt like I was on the edge of the bed and I rolled off, even though I was in the
See,
middle of the bed.
my sensation was like I felt like I was dropped in my bed. Like if
No,
somebody
yeah,
literally had me up and I fell from the ceiling into bed.
no, I'm saying that instance, but like that, but like it felt like when I was coming, but like it felt like I was teetering off the edge of the bed. And
Yeah.
when I came into my body, it felt like I just went, ooh, like someone just went, you're coming with me.
Shit, I was
Yeah.
knocking out like
really
8:30.
had those seldom.
I was knocking out like 8:30, and then when that happened, I was like, "Oh shit, what time is it?" It was like 9:10.
I just have like moments. I have like moments where like I jolt. Like I don't know.
Yes.
Not like
Yeah.
I feel like
Yes.
like I have those moments where it's like I'm like sleeping or like half asleep, half awake, and I don't know where I'm like jolting, like in the middle of laying
Yes.
down, and it
Yes.
feels so weird. Like I cannot explain it. Like
Yes.
it just feels
Happens to me.
so damn weird.
Yeah,
It feels
I have the jolts. I
It
do.
feels like you
And I
have
get
to.
the jolts often. And I don't know what that is, but like I'll get it. Like I just had it like a few days ago. Like,
It
I'm
feels like you
actually
have
literally
control, but you
sleeping.
don't.
Yeah, like I'm literally sleeping and and normally it's like I feel like I'm about to run. Like it just kind of like my arms go up, like if you're in a running position, like when you're running track,
That sounds
Yeah.
like a glitch
you
in the
know?
Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you run and that's how I go. I go and then I just look around and I'm like, damn. And then I just go back to bed. Like it's just like weird. It's like a little jolt and then I'm like, all right, back to bed. Like
yeah.
I
I
don't know
just
what
feel
it is.
Like you do the Mario hop in 8-bit. Like,
Yeah. And then I go back to bed but it is a weird feeling. It is weird to have
Yeah.
all
that.
right. So speaking of weird, I know Sunshine has something weird to talk about.
Yeah, Sunshine was gonna say something.
I know she got something weird to talk about.
All right, guys. So I know in a previous podcast before, we had talked about Nicki Minaj and her husband, Kenneth Petty, allegedly harassing a victim that Kenneth Petty had sexually assaulted
Kenneth,
in the 1994. And this situation is, I had brought it up at the time because there was a lawsuit involved. The lawsuit is still ongoing. I feel like the lawsuit has took an even deeper turn because the victim, Jennifer Hall, was actually on The Real this week to talk about the lawsuit. And, they asked her a couple questions like why she chose to talk about it, to speak on it now. Now, as we know, Kenneth Petty pled guilty for that crime. He served time, and that's already done. I think a lot of people are getting confused about why this topic is being brought up again, because she's not talking about the rape anymore. The rape has already been done. It's tossed out the window. He already served his time for that. She's talking about the harassment, because I want to say since like March of 2020, that's when they, started really harassing her. And allegedly it's Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty sending out their goons. And there's even a alleged phone call that Nicki Minaj had actually reached out to her to try to get her to recant the rape case. Because
not allegedly, it happened.
Is it confirmed?
It's confirmed.
Well, the rape case isn't alleged.
The rape case
the
isn't
rape
alleged.
case is not alleged, but I'm talking about Nicki Minaj reaching out to her.
Yeah.
To recant.
No.
Yeah,
That's
that's not confirmed. I don't think so.
USA Today confirmed it because they reached out with lawyers present.
Oh, so that did happen.
It did happen. I don't know when, but it did happen.
Well, I did read that the U.S. Marshals were involved and that there was like talks about them investigating the phone call and nothing was confirmed yet. But I know that the U.S. Marshals are involved, so like shit is real if they're involved. So there's
This is
actually
all because he doesn't want to register as a sex
as a
offender in
sex
California.
exactly. So basically she went on the real. She talked about the rape case. I mean, the actual rape that took place back in '94. And they also had asked her, why she was coming out now with everything, in which she stated that she's tired of being afraid. She's, the woman visibly looked scared. Like, because I watched like clips of like the interview. She visibly looked scared. And I genuinely believe like this is happening because she's at this point, like some people are saying like, oh, it's about money. If it was about money, like Nicki Minaj allegedly and Keenan Petty, like allegedly they offer her money a couple times already, which she declined. So I don't think it has anything to do with money, because if it was, she would have like took the offer the alleged three times that it was offered.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that it's about money. I think it's about more like, be careful who, like these people, these celebrities that people like worship, they're not really who they pretend to be. And I think it was ironic that, Nicki Minaj has been kind of more on social media. She often takes like social media breaks, and, sometimes like she'll pop out. But lately she's like, she went to Little Baby's, she was like a special guest on Little Baby's tour. And she performed a couple songs. The crowd went crazy. So like her stage presence is obviously still there. People still like fuck with her. Like she's the queen.
Right.
Like, they're not gonna cancel her so easily. But I just think it's like crazy because it's convenient how she's active on social media whenever a big thing against her comes out. Like prior to this, it went on, I believe, on Gossip of the City. They posted that she's actually going to court. Her and her man were summoned to court because of this harassment case. So the same day that this went into the tabloids and into the blogs, she started talking about the vaccine and about her cousin in Trinidad had fucking cystitis, or his balls blew up or whatever. From the it was like a whole thing. She got a lot of backlash for that. Because even the governor of Trinidad was like, hey, like, I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but that's not happening over here in Trinidad. So it's kind of like she's trying to distract the public of what's going on in her personal life. And I think it's interesting.
She's trying to pull a R. Kelly. Yeah, she's trying to pull a swerve.
She's trying to pull a R. Kelly before he started putting out not guilty. Yeah, I got to feel me.
Her peak.
So I think it's interesting. There's a lot of mixed opinion. Some people are like that they don't believe it because prior to this whole thing, back in like 2020, the victim has said that Nicki Minaj did not reach out to her. But we're in 2021, so from March of 2020 all the way till now, Nicki Minaj could have definitely reached out to her, which would explain why that particular part of the story changed later on, because it like allegedly, this is all alleged, nothing has been confirmed, but I do believe the victim. I do, and after watching the real interview with how she looked and how like either she's a really, really, really good actor or that lady is traumatized. So
I agree with you on the topic. I feel like it's a classic case of a guy who's trying to use his wife's clout to get him in trouble.
I don't really think it's that. But go ahead, finish your statement.
I mean, not necessarily out of trouble, but he doesn't want to register. And as his wife, whether you aren't, as her being a woman, should put herself in the victim's shoes and be like, yes, you should register, instead of sitting here and going about it in the way that it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
You should be encouraging him to be better, not to do wrong.
So
I like that.
So to piggyback off what De Niro's was saying, I'm gonna say it a little different. Fuck you, Barbs. Fuck the Barbs. Because y'all some toxic ass motherfuckers. I'm gonna say it like that. That's one. Two, Nicki Minaj has a pattern of toxicity.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Say it.
I'm not.
Say it again.
Say it
For the
again.
people in the back. For the
For the
people in
Say
the
it
people-
back.
again
For the
for
people
all the
back.
barbs in the back.
For the
The
bugs.
toxicity.
Toxicity. All you motherfuckers is salty, like y'all slugs, wanting sauce. Like I want the sauce for some reason, knowing you're gonna die from it. But anyway, I actually like heard a clip from her podcast, and she was talking about, I forget who she was talking about. It was irrelevant at this point because I was like, listen, you're on your podcast talking shit, but you got this whole case against you for alleged harassment, threatening, basically witness intimidation, because Jennifer is a witness. Like this happened to her. She has firsthand account. You know, like it's tragic
I
what
mean, he
happened.
was guilty.
Yeah, he was
done.
guilty. So at the
Yeah.
end of the day, what he did, and and I don't condone rape any kind. I don't condone pedophilia. I don't condone none of this stuff. So if you have to register as a sex offender, once you move, at the end of the day, you have to register wherever you move. You have to
Right.
let people know you're a sex offender.
Yes.
And I know I said this before. Let me find out you touch on little kids. You don't have a problem.
I just want to say one thing because Panero actually brought up something that actually did I had a light bulb moment. He said
Eureka.
that, yeah, like Eureka. So Nicki Minaj has a radio station called Queen Radio, and there was a clip that resurfaced where she's talking about this incident, right? Where she's trying to defend her husband. She's trying to defend her husband, and she's saying in the clip that he was 17, or no, she tried to say it was 15, but if you go by his age now, he would actually be 17 at the time, which was pointed out by somebody in the comments who I'm sorry, I don't know your ad name, so I can't give you credit, but shout out to you.
Shout outs, big shout outs.
That he was actually, she was trying to say that he was 15 years old, that the reason that he had to go to jail was because his family didn't have bail money because he's from the hood, and what kind of they obviously didn't have enough money to bail him out, and that she said, but and that the victim tried to recant her statement, but during that time she was also being pressed around that time too, which is why she tried to recant her statement. But the judge told her that if she were to do this, I guess that she would go to jail with him. Yeah. And then she said at the end, she tried to imply that the victim was white by saying white is right. She tried to, and Jennifer Hawes is biracial, and if you actually Google her, she looks more black than anything. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was corny of her because one, you were not with him at the time. So who the hell are you to say that this is a lie? Because that's what your man told you. Because you wasn't there. Mm-hmm. So for you to say that, I feel like that's corny on your part, especially from a woman. From a woman.
Honestly, I feel like
fuck the barbs.
If he already pled guilty and he already did his time, there's no fighting it. I don't understand. They're putting all this energy to say, oh, he didn't do it, when it's already written in the books. It's already there. There's no reason to fight it anymore. And honestly, I feel like Nicki Minaj is just trying to make it seem like it's all fake so that she doesn't look bad.
Right.
Exactly. And I just think listen, it's already in the book. He's already a sex offender, and he has to. He chose to do this.
I mean, so is her brother.
Woman, and you need to reap what you sow, and you need to take your responsibility. Sign up because that's what you did, and you have to just move on with your life. I feel like they're putting more negativity on themselves for doing this to this woman allegedly. You know what I mean? If you did it, put your head down and walk humbly. Mm-hmm. Don't come here and start attacking people, because now you look even worse. You wanna project that you're this good person, that you never did it, but then doing these things to this person and allegedly harassing her is making you look even worse. So when you're trying to make yourself look better, you're actually making yourself look worse. So it's like you're in a lose-lose situation. So just bow down and take it like a man, I
Like,
guess.
what
I would say.
possessed her, like, to want to be or involve yourself with somebody with this in their background, right? Like, you're
For real.
legit
No,
a multi-millionaire, and here you go wanting to put your reputation on the line for somebody that you met, right? Like, love makes you do different things, and I get that.
Can I say something real quick, Chepe, and I'll let you get
Yeah.
right back to it. Like Eve said, love is blind, and it can take over your mind.
Sit your ass down.
Okay, Panero. Okay.
But didn't she sing that? I'm just saying.
She really did. I get it. I get it. Love is blind. And then the fact is, right, like, she just came out of a really publicized bad breakup between Meek and her. And, for
That was more
anyone
bad
that's
on me.
going, well, it's looking bad on Nicki more than anything, right? Like,
Well, now it is. But like I'm saying, at that time, Meek was taking
well,
L.
Meek was taking a lot of L's. You're right. You took the words right out of my mouth. But I'm just saying, man, like, she put herself in this situation. Now she's got to figure out a way to get herself out of it. Do I like her music? I think she's got a great catalog. You can't deny her music, but, like, personally, her lifestyle, her choices that she's made have put her in a bad situation where I don't see herself getting herself out of this one.
No,
So
she got the baby's PR team, and that's a fucked up PR team right there.
I
Yeah.
mean, we already know that she's toxic too. I mean, other celebrities have come out and said that, like, she's like horrible. Like Mariah Carey did like an interview where she, like, that allegedly Nicki told Mariah that it was like on the set of American Idol, I believe. They were like on a season together.
Yeah, I do remember
and
that.
Nicki Minaj allegedly had told her that if she had a gun right now, she would have shoot her. So,
but I
like,
mean,
crazy
you
shit.
can't
The
have two toxic.
tension of definitely watching that was definitely, it was no joke.
So she has that. Then, I mean, Cardi B threw a shoe at her, and not for nothing, like, Cardi B is real as fuck. Like, she has no hair on her tongue, like, whatsoever. So I feel like if Cardi's saying something, like, I feel like, shout out to Cardi B. I feel like if Cardi is like beefing with you, like, she legit, they was like, I think it was for Harper Bazaar, like, it was like a party, and like they was like on the red carpet, and she like tossed a shoe at her because she tried to.
Wasn't it the gala? Wasn't it like the gala when?
No,
like,
it wasn't the Met Gala. It wasn't the Met Gala because they actually took a picture together at the Met Gala. They actually took a picture together at the Met Gala. This was for the Harper Bazaar party, and this was like the first. This is when Cardi like was just coming out, like she just dropped her album, Invasion of Privacy, and her and Nicki were on that red carpet, and she tossed the shoe at her. And Cardi has said that Nicki Minaj is very shady behind the scenes, and again, like, that's why to say that even though I believe Kenneth Petty is obviously in her ear, it's her too, because as Faka said, she's trying to protect her image. She doesn't want people to be like, oh, you be like fucking with rapists and shit. So she's trying to protect her image, and I feel like she's the one that's pressing the recanting of the statement even more, because he has to register everywhere he goes, which means wherever she wants to tour, he has to register. So I feel like that's also an inconvenience for her, and I feel like she's just as involved as he is.
So I see right through her. I think we all see right through her, right?
We def do. We're not Barbs. Like,
but I was gonna say, I feel like the industry is through her too, because I feel like the response is, well, we still got Cardi B, because Cardi B blew up so fast.
Yeah, she did.
Like to say,
and I feel like that was the industry's way of telling Nicki, we don't need you, you need us.
That's like a boys moment where, like,
shout out the
CEO,
boys.
Shout out the boys. Like the CEO goes to the wannabe Homelander. He's like, oh, you're not our biggest asset.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And Homelander's sitting there like
wigging the fuck out, having one of his episodes.
Yeah, he's like, no, you talk about. But nah, again, fuck the Barbs. Like, again. Yeah, whoa.
But Nero's on it tonight.
Yeah, I'm on it. No, I'm on it. Because again, again, like what Chef has said, Nikki does have a great catalog, but to reiterate, you cannot take toxic out of a person. You can't.
Yeah.
Once if you're toxic, you're toxic.
Is that the word for today? Toxicity?
Toxicity.
Toxicity.
No, the letter for today. The letter for today. The letter for today is T.
You just toxic.
You just toxic. And the bar fans, I ain't gonna lie, the bar fans are some toxic. There are some good ones. There's some, every fan base, but every fan base has their toxic groups, but bar fans, I don't know about y'all guys. I don't know. Y'all could come for me. So holla at me. I'm with it. Y'all don't know. I've been toxic since Call of Duty. So you ain't ready for me. Listen. You ain't ready.
No bullshit.
Call of Duty.
Nah.
No bullshit.
Listen, Sunshine, tell him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let her know. That's why Sunshine is laughing because she knows that's me in the corner. With a bunch of what?
Spot,
Yeah.
like losing.
Yeah. But but you out of no. It's the song that you right
That's
on.
where
you
the
right
song.
on
That's
point.
where we got it from.
That's where we got it from. So if you play Call of Duty, like there's people that snipe, but they got a camp. So when you got somebody that you getting killed from a camper, I used to always sing on the mic when they kill me. That's me in the corner.
Bruh.
That's me in the spotlight. Or when there's like a group of them, that's a Michael Jackson Bud Buddy fan club right there.
Got him!
Okay.
Because that's a good old circle. That's a good old circle
How
drink.
is that you being toxic?
Nah, because you ready? Like, all right. I'm trolling basically. So
You ready? You ready?
You ready? I'm a
You
troll.
ready?
I'm a troll.
I'm ready.
I'm a troll. So if you want to be toxic with me, I'm just gonna troll you. I'm gonna troll you. I'm gonna just piss you off, and you're gonna get mad. You're gonna get butthurt. You're gonna punch your computer because at the end of the day, you can say my mom's a hoe, this, that, and the third. Listen, that don't hurt me because I know my mom. Right? I know where my daddy's at. Right? I know none of them support sexual offenders. We don't condone that over here. Right?
Yeah. Nope,
We'll bail anybody out. Listen, we from the hood. So that whole hood excuse that Nikki was trying to use, we from the hood. So you holla at us, Patterson. We all from the Bronx. All of us born in New York. Some was born in Nevada. We was raised in New York, raised in Jersey. Like, we all from the hood.
Wait.
We know the bullshit.
Wait.
You are from New York. Me, Flocka, and De Niro were all from Jersey. Like,
yeah.
He was like, we all from the Bronx.
But I know what he was
our
trying
family
to,
is from the Bronx.
Our roots are New York.
No, I get
our roots are New
it.
York.
Was just,
like
it was
our
just
roots
funny
are from the Bronx.
because
Yeah,
it was like we from the Bronx.
No, but I'm saying like
from Jersey.
I was like, wait, what?
No, I said some of us are from Nevada. Some of us are from Nevada.
Yeah, you did. Good.
Yeah,
Shout out
to
the shout out to Nevada City. I love y'all over there.
No sense here. But
oh goodness,
like, we've all had family members that's like, we all have had like family that like
We all
been locked up, for their own reasons. And we bailed them out. We've all scrapped up. Like, not us personally, but like they scrapped up. The older heads, the OGs scrapped up to get that said person out. So you ain't telling me that at the end of the day, that like, all right, because I said it before, I say it again. If I was a sex offender, everybody would cut me off quick. Anybody in this podcast was a sex offender, and they all get cut off. They'd be like, Rick did what? Like, I'm sorry. At Chef did what? Paneros did what? Daenerys did what?
Right.
Flocka did what?
Niggas is going on timeout.
Fuck timeout. Fuck timeout. You agua pipicama for life.
You
agua pipicama for life.
It's the last time out of your life. Like,
for life. No NWO. But for life, you out. Mind you, they be like, you caught a body.
Bruh.
Hold on.
You ready?
What you mean? What you mean? Sunshine caught a body. Nah, Sunshine was with me all day. All day. What you talking about? Watch your mouth. We was playing
I
was playing
get it. I get what
Outriders.
you say. I get
You
what you
know, like
say.
He was
we
back
ride
there
or
shooting in the
die.
gym.
No,
Like-
we was at Planet Fitness. What you talking about? Oh, there's no recording. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. We was at
we
Planet
were at the
Fitness.
dance studio. What are you talking
We was
about?
working on no rhythm. Watch your mouth.
Shout out to One Rhythm.
Wow.
But then I go to
Shout out to
Sunshine.
One
But then I go to
Rhythm,
Sunshine like, yo,
yes,
Sunshine, you really caught a body? Damn, bitch. Like, could have told the nigga. I'm over here like, hold up. I gotta come up with an excuse on the spot. But then they be like, yo, Sunshine touched the kid. I'd be like, wait, hold up. Sunshine, you touched the kid.
He
I'll
ain't
be on
do
the
no damn
phone.
motherfucking thing.
I'll be on the
Oh,
phone.
sorry.
I'll be on the phone. I'll be a op. I'll be a super op.
Yo.
All right,
That's
Panero.
But I'm just saying, like, I'm just
All
saying.
right,
You get what I
Panero.
mean?
All
You
right,
get what I
super
mean?
app. All right,
Yeah, I'll be a super op. That's the only time I'm
All
snitching.
right, PP.
I'm like, hold up. We
Okay.
get into
You know
the
what? Why
facts.
don't you go back to your corner?
Okay, I go back in the corner.
Yeah, go back to the corner.
That's me in the corner. That's me in the
Nobody can
spotlight.
save you in the corner.
Losing my religion.
Bruh.
I
I
digress.
can't. I can't.
This is why it's
but
unplugged. This
we're
is why it's
all here
unplugged.
for it. And we're
This is
here
why it's
for
unplugged.
it.
Hashtag
Oh,
no
yeah.
puedo.
No cuero. No, I want the cuero.
Bruh.
I
So,
love me some Cuero.
So,
Hey, you said you want the puedo.
but
You
anyway.
said you
What?
want
So,
to
Egg,
what? I'm confused.
I don't know.
Cuero? I said I
I don't
love
know.
me a Cuero. Put that shit in the oven at 375, you heard?
Nah, if you want some cuero, put that shit at 425.
Yeah, thank you.
425,
So you put 25, 450. There you go.
Oh my
This-
God, I
This
digress. We
episode
digress.
has
For
been
real.
sponsored by THC and liquor.
Wow.
That's going to be Merc.
America. So De Niro's Flacas. I know you guys got some interesting stuff to talk about.
Well,
well, do you want to start getting into the movies and TV section, De Niro?
we could do that. I mean, I finally caught up on Lucifer and saw the whole last season.
All right, and
Pretty
how was
good.
that?
It's pretty good. Unexpected. I like the way they ended it.
Okay.
I don't want to give out too much information to spoil it for other people, but yeah.
Run, bitch! Run!
Here.
Wait, so
and you
it's
can say
that
it, and I'll put
last
a French
season?
class.
Yeah, it's their last season.
So like spoiler alert.
Okay.
You can say it now.
What was
I mean,
that?
so spoiler alert. So the entire season's about Lucifer, his daughter, apparently, that he has no idea about, comes to kill him.
what?
I missed that one.
I'm dying. Help me.
I am the
heard
great
it
Corn
like
Holio.
twice.
My bad. I forgot to put
Oh.
my phone on mute. But my phone does say my notification for those that don't know is I am the great cornholio. I need TP for my bunghole. No, I am a gringo.
OMG.
Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Classic. So,
Digressing.
yes.
Alright,
I was
so
about
continue,
to
guys,
call out
sorry.
the name. I was about to call the name. I'm sorry.
So
De Niro.
Lucifer gets attacked by his daughter that he has no idea that it's hers, and goes on this mission to find out if she is literally his daughter. Cuts out that she is his daughter from the future, but her power as an angel is that she can go back in time. She was so angry, so she went back in time to confront her dad because apparently he had abandoned her all his life in the future because she's not even born yet. It's weird, but if you watch the
Okay.
show, it's good.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, so
Definitely a
that's
good
actually
watch.
something that's actually one of the shows that I was thinking about watching. I mean, there's so many shows that I am watching now. Also with my soaps, the soap operas, they're still around.
Mm.
Shout out to General Hospital, that's been around for like 54 years.
God damn.
Yes,
Bad
yes.
acting.
So
Bad
that's-
acting.
Not
All I'm
everybody,
gonna
so you're
say.
wrong. Not
Wait,
everybody.
no,
I saw
honestly,
Stephen
Chef is not
A
a
up
fan.
there.
Chef is not
I
a
saw
fan.
Stephen A up there.
Don't open that door,
honestly,
Shafe.
honestly, honestly, no, it is not bad acting. I just feel like there's certain scenes in General Hospital, like when they're doing action scenes, it's a little over the top. But the acting, I think a lot of the acting is really good, especially like the emotional scenes and stuff like that. That's why there's plenty of fans out there that still watch the show.
I give it the
So,
emotional scene. It's just like not too long
It's a
ago.
soap opera. It's not an action show.
right, it's not
right.
action. So, right, like,
They
so
don't
some of
make
their
it
scenes
an
are a little
action
over the
show, right?
top.
So there was
But
these two chicks trapped in this house. They didn't know where to go. They're tied down to the chair. They're throwing kerosene all over the place. Tell me why this fire was only in each corner of this house.
It was a bar.
The bar, you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Okay.
All right.
But
No,
there's,
you're not describing it very well.
yeah,
It's an entire
but
bar. They were
yeah.
In all corners of the room, if you put kerosene, that they would have gotten caught on fire, especially at that point. When the match went off. So I thought it was the done deal for them.
But
I
that's
thought
not
those
acting. That's not acting.
Right, that's just like I said, some of the
screenplay. Oh
right, some
no!
of the
If we want to go to the acting, I've seen what was it? What's this guy's name
Okay, we just
that
opened a
died
whole
and
can of
came
worms.
back? Yeah, this guy,
Opening
he
round.
died and came back.
I'm
But
sorry,
he's
we
the
just
same
opened a
guy.
whole can of worms. I don't know how we went from Lucifer to like
I
this
told
shit.
him do not open that door.
Yo, yeah.
yeah, no. So
Hey,
what
Cheche, I
so
love you, but
it,
what the fuck, bro?
I'm
no,
sorry.
so
I'm
what
He
happened
was
sorry.
was
trying to
that
open the door.
You
hold
opened
on,
her
what
door's
happened
box
was
now.
what
Yeah,
Go
happened
ahead,
was
Flacco.
I
big
started
shout out to
talking
General Hospital.
what happened was I started talking about Lucifer and I was saying that I haven't watched that show yet, but that's on my list. But because I've been watching so many shows, including my soap operas, that's why General Hospital popped up because I'm giving a shout out to them because it's been around for 54 years and it's really good. And just there's so much that I'm watching that I'm trying to finish certain shows and then start new ones. So Lucifer is actually, on my list. But I just wanted a quick shout out to General Hospital because me and De Niro's watch it. So we're big fans of it. And I mean, there's millions and millions of people who watch it. And yes, not for nothing, there's some pretty, outlandish parts that happen on the show, but for not for nothing, more than anything, it's a really good show, you know, and really good writing. But yeah, so when it comes back to Lucifer, that's one of the shows that that's on my to watch list. Definitely.
I would
It
definitely
is. It is
recommend
on my
it.
watch
It's a
list.
different take. It's different, and seeing other biblical characters come onto the screen as regular people, even though they're these celestial beings, so to speak,
Right.
that it's interesting. It's fun. Nice. I like it.
Okay.
Definitely
That's good.
different.
Like and there's of course the other shows that are coming out, but I actually wanted to get a little bit more into like the movies. I know there's a few more movies coming out this year, but I also wanted to talk about movies that are actually coming out in 2022 because since 2021 is almost done, there's new movies that are coming out in 2022. So I wanted to like tap into that a little bit. Um but first, do we want to talk about some of the newest movies that are coming out so far this year? I don't think we touched up on 007, No Time
No.
to Die.
No, I
That
brought that
movie's
up.
coming out October 8th. And
Mm.
I think this is going to be the last movie with Daniel Craig.
I believe so. Yeah.
So,
I'm not a fan of his.
No, but I like that.
honestly,
I think he played a good Bond.
I think so. I think so.
I think he was alright.
I think he's a good action Bond. Do
Yeah.
I think he's
Between
a good
That's all
Do
right.
I think he's a good Bond when it comes to like the appearance? Because they're saying that, Bond was like irresistible to women.
So I'm gonna say, can I
And
say
for
something?
me, he's a little bit on the older side. So I didn't feel like he was the Bond like for appearance wise.
You gotta live
Can
up
I
to
say something
Sean
real quick?
Connery.
No. Can I say something real
No,
quick?
my Bond is Pierce Brosnan.
No. Can
But
I
go
say?
ahead.
No,
Go
can
ahead,
I say
Nero.
something? All right. If you had the look of Pierce Brosnan with the
Yes.
action piece of what Daniel Craig's
Daniel Craig.
Bond brings,
Yeah.
you have the perfect Bond. You would have the perfect James Bond.
I think Jason Statham could have pulled off Bond.
But he got that
I mean,
Scottish
yeah.
Welsh
He need a
accent.
Yeah.
toupee. He need to wear a toupee, man.
Yeah, and no bullshit. I can't picture Shaw with a toupee or the
Put him
transporter with
in
a
the
football.
Bond flick. I
Sean
guarantee you.
Connery.
Put him in the James Bond
No.
role, and all the women will forget that he is bald. I
Sean
promise
Connery,
you
I'm not gonna lie, Sean Connery, El Chefe,
He's
at the
the
time,
man.
he was the
Um,
man. He was the man because that voice. I'm not gonna lie, Sean Connery's voice.
Sean
He
was-
Connery.
Sean Connery was James Bond. Like,
he was.
I mean,
He
yes.
he basically was the epiphany of James Bond. But I digress. That is gonna be a great movie. I want to bring up one movie that we didn't touch upon that's coming out actually on the 1st. I'm sorry, I took over.
Venom, right?
The Many Saints of Newark. For
The
my
what?
Sopranos, for my Sopranos fans out there,
Oh
the
yeah.
prequel movie
Oh.
is coming out October 1st. This October, and I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm excited for the James Bond movie, but I gotta wait a year.
Yeah, but you gonna pay for it?
No, James Bond movie is coming out October 8th of this year.
Yeah, he's saying, are we going to pay the bill or Netflix and
You
chill?
gotta pay the bill.
Yes.
Alright.
So I just
Yeah,
want to.
'cause
So I just want to
was
put it
gonna
out
pay for
there.
it.
Yes. Are we gonna pay for the
Okay.
bills? So we could go around. We could go around. So
Go ahead.
who wants to go first?
I feel like I'll go ahead. You go first for either or.
For James Bond, the 007, I think I'll pay the bill because I like their movies. I've always liked them. There's always a lot of action. There's always a lot of twists and turns. I feel like this is a pay the bill movie because this is his last movie as James Bond, and their movies are always good. So I think I'll pay the bill.
I'll pay the bill. I'll pay the bill for the James Bond movie. I would definitely go.
I'm a Netflix and chill.
I'm on Netflix until that one. Even though I gotta see it.
So I'm gonna tell you guys, like when I
Oh,
said
but-
the Many Saints
What
of
about
Newark.
Sunshine?
Sunshine has stepped out. She didn't want to thing. I had made a note to let it be shown that she's thing in the edit. We're gonna leave it at that. She's missed. She stepped out. That's why we're now in the art gallery, guys. If you didn't notice,
I noticed.
we went from a boardroom to the art gallery. So anyway,
So we're going to switch gears now that we're over that. I'm going to go into. Go.
wait, hold on.
Right.
We didn't. So Many Saints of Newark is automatic Netflix and chill for everybody. I'm just gonna say that because it's gonna be on HBO Max.
Which one? Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead,
The
Daenerys.
Soprano continuation. Well, I was going to actually say prequel. So I was actually going to say that I recently saw *Malignant*.
Ooh,
Okay.
And it was very interesting. I kind of, I put my detective hat on and I figured shit out along the way as it was going. It's an interesting take. I don't know if anybody else seen it. I know Panero has.
Shout out to me for putting people on. Thank you.
Nobody
I
else
will be
watched
watching it. So I will be watching it. Me and Achelfe, we said that we wanted to watch it. So we don't want to listen to the spoilers, but
No
was
spoilers.
it? But I just want to know, De Niro, was it scary?
I wouldn't. It's suspenseful.
Yeah, I'll say that. It has its moments where like I'm gonna say no spoilers, but at the end, like the ending scenes, you'll be like, oh, like you'll have you like, oh, but like De Niro said, if you put your detective hat on, you'll figure stuff out.
Yeah. I was already figuring it out as I was watching because it's a movie. Movies are cliche.
I'm not gonna lie, it took me a minute. It took me a minute to really like figure out, because once I saw like the actual because it don't show the killer's face. It don't show the killer's face, but it shows like the movements. Once I saw the movements, not the movements, like
similarities.
Not similar. No
It
similarities.
gave me a lot of Samara from The Ring because when I first saw that, I was like, that's Samara? The fuck?
Yeah, that's what like the way. So the way the killer moves, I was like, oh snap! But then again, once you get to the end scene and they like you get the whole picture, you're like you sit like I ain't gonna lie, I was playing the game And for those that don't know, if you play Final Fantasy and you don't, and it's not, you don't put it on wait, you're gonna get attacked while you're watching something and you're not paying attention. I done died like 15,000 times because I was like, once they showed the killer, I was done. Like I was in the movie from like beginning to end, forgetting I was playing the game. So my time right now is like, how long was the movie? Like how long was the movie? I want to say like an hour and some change.
Yeah.
So like I'm about like an hour and some change plus the like 15 hours I put in Final Fantasy.
So, but it was a good movie. It's a must see.
It's a must see.
It's a good. I would. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a must see.
No, I won't say it's a pay the bill, but
Yeah.
I say it is a Netflix and chill. It is a must see Netflix and chill.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. That would be a Netflix and chill.
For me, like
movie.
I kind of feel like. Have you guys ever saw What Happened Monday?
No.
Yes.
It's on my watch list.
I actually
That's a
like
good
that one a
joint.
little bit more.
Oh, what, Malignant more than that?
No,
He
that
said What Happened on
movie.
Monday. He likes more. All right, so I'm gonna have to watch. If you
Well,
like
yeah,
that,
I like What Happened on Monday. That was a good movie.
I liked What Happened on Monday. Shit, I wanted to see her on Thursday. You know what I mean?
No,
it wasn't Friday.
If we
No,
watch the
Thursday-
same movie, I definitely did not want Thursday.
All right, so I gotta watch it.
But because Thursday didn't have a lot of play. I'm the spoiler.
Maybe
Mhm.
Friday.
Right?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so okay, so we're saying that No Time
Malignant?
to Die would be
No Time
I guess I
Pay the
think that's
Bill.
more, I guess the Netflix and chill took over. So everyone, most of us want to Netflix and chill that movie.
No,
But guys, there's a few more other movies that are coming out in 2021. I do want to put out there that Ghostbusters is coming out on November 11th. Bill Murray will be in this movie, and also Paul Rudd is in it.
Oh, you want?
So yes, Paul Rudd is gonna be in Ghostbusters, and
But
obviously
he's been
the first
confirmed in the trailer.
Ghostbusters, like the first remake of Ghostbusters, was a whole female cast.
Right.
I did like it. I think there could have been a lot more to it,
Yeah,
but
I
it
feel
was
like they missed
okay.
the mark.
But yeah, but now this time it's actually, I think it's the males, like it's the males that are coming
It's like-
back, and
No, I think it's
Legit
no, I think
canon.
so
it's
it's gonna be like it's gonna be, I feel like it's gonna be like a remake of like another remake. You know what I mean? I don't think it's gonna go by what the first Ghostbuster remake was. I think it's just another remake.
I
So
enjoyed the girls one. It was different.
it was funny. It was funny. It was cute.
I feel like I missed the mark though.
Yeah, like there was. I feel like there could have been more, but I love the fact that they did bring a lot of the old ghosts from the cartoons. I used to watch the Ghostbusters cartoons. Anyone else?
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
was
so
big
there
on
was, I
that.
like that the fact that they paid homage to a lot of the cartoon ghosts that were there. So I'm excited about this one, but I feel like for me,
I wouldn't
this one is gonna be a
put it-
Netflix and chill.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it in as a must see category.
Yeah, but I feel like it's gonna be a Netflix and chill, but I am excited to see this movie. Anybody else?
I would put a Netflix and chill on that one.